Hey guys, it's Brijette with San Diego Seed Company, and I'm here on our farm in Ramona, and this video is going to be about what to plant in August in zone 9 and 10. Now, August is a really hard month to plant in zone 9 and 10 because it's really hot, and if you're a beginner gardener, you may not be aware that it is actually a transition month. We're moving into a totally different season. I will get into that in this video so you can be successful in August and all the months in zone 9 and 10. So if you watch this video, not only am I going to tell you what you can and cannot plant in August, but I'm also going to talk about what you should be thinking about and the prep that you should be doing for the next season. Every single month in the garden is important, but August is particularly important because we're moving into a new season and you need to be prepared so you can make the best out of your garden. All right, so if you're in zone 9 and 10, and especially if you're a new gardener, you're probably really sweating right now. Not only because it's hot, but also because you're probably looking at your garden and going, oh my God, how is it gonna grow through this heat? August is a hard time in zone 9 and 10 because it's really hot, the days are long, we haven't had rain for a really long time. But look at our amazing farm. It is thriving even through this heat, and yours can too. The key things is irrigation, good plant selection, and good soil. Now, what are you actually planting in the soil in August? Well, it's important to note what this month means. Right now, in August, we are in warm season. But we are shifting into cool season. And for those of you who don't understand what those terms mean, basically, we're going into fall, right? Even though it's really hot and September and October in zone 9 and 10 are gonna continue to be hot, the days are gonna get shorter, the nights are gonna get cooler, and we need to start thinking about cool season. Now, this is what we would call like a transition season or a shoulder season where we're going between one season to the next. Now, what that means is you only have a short period of time to do more warm season crops. So I would focus on things like direct sowing, quick succession plants, and some of the ones that are going to be your last successions of the year. If you started planting things like cucumber beans and squash, sunflower, at the beginning of the season, say in like March, they're probably starting to putter out or they're completely done. You can rip them out and start anew by direct sowing these quick to grow crops. Now, what I wouldn't recommend is doing things like starting tomatoes from seed. It's gonna take too long because it's gonna take 6 to 8 weeks to even get that tomato plant up and growing and then get it out into the ground. Let's say you start at mid-August, and then you're talking about you're not even putting it in the ground till almost late September. That's way too late in the year. I will give one caveat here. I have under transplants cherry tomatoes. Particularly if you're on the coast in zone 9 and 10, you can grow cherry tomatoes almost all year round. And so you could easily get transplants that are already ready to plant them out into the ground now in August and still have plenty of time for an actual harvest. Because we don't get a hard frost, our season is very long. Keep in mind though, productivity of these warm season crops are going to drop because nighttime temperatures are cooler and days are shorter. You're also gonna have more disease. So you gotta kind of weigh out whether or not it's worth it. I wanna do a special shout out here to okra, which is in pink. The reason being is okra is a all-star in July and August. It loves the heat, it's easy to direct sow, and it's just one of the crops that I reliably always grow in late summer because it does so good when everything else doesn't. So that's an easy one to grow. The flowers are beautiful. You can do a lot with the food. Some people don't know how to eat them. I love them. I actually eat them raw, which is really weird, I know, but very delicious. So if you haven't grown them before, do that for sure. Now, transplants. So what I mean by that is actually going and purchasing a plant that's already ready. That's because you don't really have time to start them from seed. Yes, of course you could, but we're really getting towards the end of the season. So cherry tomatoes, you could do some small peppers. I wouldn't recommend bell peppers right now, but small terpenes or even things like jalapenos you could definitely do. Basil is actually a great time to do a transplant of basil. As the days get shorter, they will flower less. Marigolds. Really good time to do marigolds now. Why? Because we want them for October for Dia de los Muertos. Now, before I get on to prep, let's actually see succession in real life, what's happening here. So I've got cucumbers here and you can see they're about done. I've still got some on the plant and you can see lots of little babies coming. But the plant has given me so many cucumbers. I'm tired of eating them. They've done really good. They've really given me a lot, but they're about just done. They're tired. They are spent. Keeping these plants really makes no sense. So what I can do is pull these out and direct sow more cucumbers to get one last little crop for the end of the year. On this side is the exact same thing. We pulled out a whole row of crops here, and I direct seeded some bean seeds that I'm gonna get one last quick crop on before the end of the year. And then moving over even one more, you can see we've actually pulled out crops and we've covered them up. This is a transition period. We are getting towards, if you can kind of think of the season as a funnel, we're going towards the little last part of the warm season. And although in zone 9 and 10 we don't have a freeze, that means we have a hard stop, the temperatures, the conditions in the garden are going to continue to change to be less and less favorable for a lot of warm season crops. So just keep that in the back of your mind as you're doing your planting in August. Okay, so now let's talk about prep. First of all, if you don't have our calendar, I highly recommend you get it because it literally is a checklist of what you should be doing every single month, and it's super helpful. But for August, the things that you really need to be thinking about is the cool season transition. What does that mean? Well, it means that you are prepping and planning for your cool season garden. So that might be perusing catalogs, going on our website, figuring out what cool season crops you want to plant, getting the seed because it will sell out, and prepping your beds for those cool season crops. Lastly, you really want to start prepping for seed starting. And what do I mean by prepping? It should be easy, right? Well, because August, September, and October are so hot, you might have to transition where you actually physically do your seed starting to a different part of the garden. In fact, at our house, and you can check out all the videos we have on that, we do our seed starting on the north side of the house underneath the dappled shade of a jacaranda tree because we can't do it in the greenhouse in late summer. It's too hot. Or if you want to start seeds inside, start prepping that area so that you're ready to get the seeds started. So you can start them, if you're an early bird, maybe late August or even the beginning of September, or by the latest, you're really starting them October so you can get them out into the garden when our best cool season temperatures start to happen, which is November, going through the cool season all the way into the spring. All right, so one of my favorite parts of the video is asking you to subscribe to our channel because you are the part of this channel that I love. We want to connect with you, and I want to know, what are you planting in August, especially those people who are succession planters. What have you been really successful at succession planting in August that has made your garden more bountiful and productive than ever? Okay, so remember, August, it's hot. It's still warm season, but we're fading into cool season. You're gonna think about direct sowing, quick to grow crops, only transplanting a few things. I've got them listed here. And the biggest thing is you're gonna prep. You're gonna work this month in the garden to get ready for the next season. Okay, now if you're struggling with the heat, like most of us are in zone 9 and 10, the best thing you can get yourself is shade cloth. We just got our shipment in just in time to save those last bits of summer crops and to help you get your cool season crops going. So hop on over to our website and get yourself some shade cloth. It'll make the biggest difference in your garden.